please and thank you goes a long way. He's punishing you because he pays all the bills. So girl, go get a job. Your job is to look pretty. How you gonna look pretty if you keep getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make him sandwiches? Hello? You should be calling your husband my lord. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. My name is Comfort, and for those of you that do not know, I do relationship topics. I do any topic. Sometimes I do recaps, but majority is just me giving you guys my real authentic opinion, and always curious to know about yours. I don't know if y'all have seen, this has been going around social media. I be on Clubhouse, so if you're on Clubhouse, the link will be below. Go ahead and check me out on Clubhouse as well. There's this statement interviews going around, and I believe the interview was on the Shade Room or one of these blog sites, right? So basically she said that if a man is paying all the bills, should you be willing, happy to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if he chooses to ask you to make him a sandwich? So basically, can you be available at all times whenever he needs you to do anything for him because he's paying all the bills? Now listen, I'm gonna give my opinion, but before I do that, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also leave a comment if you've heard about this. Let me know your opinions. Hit the post notification bell so you will be notified when I post another video, y'all. We have a lot to get into. I'm gonna be posting some things, some revelations, some lies, things that blindsided me when I got into my marriage, when I got into a long-term relationship. Now, like I always say, my opinion is not law, okay? This is just based on my experience and based on some of the little bit of stuff that I know. I'm open to anybody else's opinion. Please do leave it below. Please do share the video. Let me know what your friends' opinions are. If you have something interesting to say, I would gladly share it. Now, before we get into this topic, I do want to share from my last video about submission. She had a very interesting perspective, so I want to share that. Shout out to y'all leaving comments, okay? When I be saying like, comment, and subscribe, it's the people that be really commenting and subscribing for me, okay? So this is the You Are Not Submissive Sis from Jasmine Jazzy Brown on Submissive Woman, okay? Ashley Gabriel, she said she's doing wifely duties for someone that has not made himself honorable enough to put a ring on her finger. You're submissive to your husband. Shaking my head. Now, girl, I do not disagree. I do believe that submission is for your husband. I do think you need to show those qualities prior to him wanting to make you his wife. But I get what she's saying. Like a man that does not have an intention or hasn't made it readily known. We don't know Jazzy. We don't know her relationship. But if a man hasn't made it readily known and very clear that he wants you to be his wife, and you're doing the absolute most, aka rubbing his back and checking his breathing, hoping that maybe you'll be a wife, it's probably going to be a lose-lose. You may end up on top in the end, but it's a slim chance. So I get what she's saying. Shout out to you, Ashley Gabriel, for commenting. I appreciate it. Now let's get into this 3 a.m. disturbance. Okay, so y'all, let's just use a marriage dynamic, you know, just so there's no confusion, or you're living with this person, right? I think it would likely be best for you to not live with your person prior to you being at least engaged on the road to marriage. So let's say y'all are living together, right? And he has decided he's paying all the bills and you've chosen to allow that. That's the dynamic that you guys have in your relationship. And he wants to be able to wake you up at 3 a.m. to make him a sandwich. Now listen, even if he's not paying all the bills, because I'm a woman that works, like me and my husband both work and we both contribute to the household. But, you know, I also do believe in submission to a man that is honorable, like Ashley said, of submission, right? I understand it. I get that dynamic, especially depending on what kind of man you're attracted to, the kind of man that you want to be with. A lot of us are attracted to alpha males. A lot of us are attracted to a man that wants to take charge, that is able to have a vision, able to guide you, lead you, somebody you can look up to, honor, respect, the whole thing. Typically, those men want their women to be submissive to them. They do want to have, for the most part, the final say so, right? Even if they absolutely respect you and they consult you on everything, they want to have the final say so. So in saying that, can he wake you up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. to make him a sandwich? What are the circumstances? right? Why is he waking you up at 3 a.m.? Because he feels like it. I mean, my thing is all about, even though he's paying all the bills, does that mean that he sees you as less of a functioning human being? Now, the reason I said that the circumstances matter, did he come back from a late shift at work? Does he have to get up early in the morning? Like, if the scenario is he just got back, maybe he works late or something. Let's say he came home at 11 p.m., went to bed at 3 a.m., he woke up, he's hungry, right? And he wakes you up and you are doing nothing. You don't have a job. Y'all ain't got no kids. You don't have to contribute financially to the household. Your job is to keep the house clean, cook him meals, and stay pretty. I mean, make the sandwich, sis. Now, obviously, he has to be respectful. You are a human being. He's supposed to love you. He's supposed to adore you. This man should see you in very high regard. He needs to put you on this beautiful pedestal that men of substance put their wives. I don't know what else is going on out here. We're going to do a video about 2022 and what the shenanigans of 2022. That's another video, right? But that is how I believe a man should hold his wife in that kind of esteem. So he would be respectful. There would be a, babe, please, like, I know you're really tired, but would you mind making me a sandwich? Because I have to wake up early in the morning and I'm so tired. You know, could you please? Absolutely. Sure. My love, my darling husband. Right? But let me say it, and about you should be calling your husband my lord. I'm not doing it. But you know, that kind of thing, like in reverence of your husband. Great, beautiful, wonderful. If he deserves it, yes, girl. Get up 3 a.m., make the sandwich. This is not a regular occurrence, right? It should not be. Why is he always asking you to make him a sandwich at 3 a.m.? If he's doing that, it's because he doesn't see you as somebody who is a functioning human being. I don't really know anyone, unless you just came from the club, who is not in full, deep, REM sleep at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is a very special time that most people, even if you be up all night, even people who like to stay up late, by 3 a.m. you are in full, like, deep sleep. You are in that dream. You sleep. For him to wake you up, he understands, like, I'm asking a lot. Inconvenient doesn't even go. Like, sleep is important, right? He has to be courteous. He has to be kind. Not begging, but, you know, like, please and thank you goes a long way. My love, like, you know, giving some reasons why. A little bit. Like, that's great. Now, if he's awake, you're asleep, and he just has a favorite sandwich that he likes you to make, maybe you have kids, so you're still working, by the way. Like, I'm not a housewife, but I spend a lot of time, like majority of the time, you know, taking care of my kids because of my husband's work schedule. So I can only imagine if I was a full-time housewife and my kids didn't have like preschool and I was with them constantly. Like, she's exhausted at the end of the day also. I still don't think it's like inhumane for him to ask. He can make the request, but he should be very, very, very like, please, I beg you. It's because you make a specific sandwich and I love the way you make the sandwich and that's really what I would like, and I gotta get up early in the morning to go to work, so I don't want to get up and have to wake myself up out of my sleep and make this sandwich and then try to put myself back to sleep. Okay. Like, do you understand how I'm painting? This has to be special circumstances. This is not something that this man needs to do every night just because he pays all the bills. He shouldn't be paying all of the bills as a way to build his own arrogance, to build his own ego, as a way to make you feel subservient to him, in my opinion. It's not at your beck and call or with no regard for you being a human being. Even if you're not doing anything, first of all, he chose that for you to not be doing anything, for him to be taking all the bills. So he shouldn't then punish you by choosing to ask you for random requests that are extremely like inconveniencing and almost insulting if it's on a constant basis. If you ask me, even me, like, that I work and I take care of the kids and all that stuff, if my husband asks me every now and then to make him a sandwich or something at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna be annoyed because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably do it. I love him. He's a great man. He works really hard, and I'll do it as like a loving favor for my man, right? I get that. If he's always just like, can you do this, can you do that, at the most inconvenient, inopportune, random times with like no real regard for me as a human being, because he's like, I pay all the bills, I can ask you whatever, absolutely not. You need to, first of all, you need to get out of the relationship. If you're married, I mean, do not divorce, stay with your man, please. In fact, don't even take my advice. You know your own relationship, right? This is just my own perspective. If y'all disagree, please do leave it in the comments below. And this is a great time to subscribe and and hit the notification bell also. But if this man has no regard for you as a human being, he has no regard for your sleep, for your rest, because your job is to look pretty. How you gonna look pretty if you keep getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make him sandwiches? Hello? Every once in a while, okay. Special circumstances, okay, if he's paying all the bills. Honestly, even if he's not paying all the bills, every once in a while, I think it's okay for your partner to inconvenience themselves as a way to show their love for you, you know, like a favor to you. That's cool. But all the time, just because he pays all the bills, absolutely not. No, that's cut. That's a negative. Y'all have to have a real conversation if he's constantly waking you up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning because he feels like it. Because I feel like, especially when it's not because you can make a specific sandwich, he just wants you to do it because he pays the bills. He's punishing you because he pays all the bills. So girl, go get a job. Like, you might have to get a job and start paying some bills so people can be sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what 3 o'clock in the morning is for. Not every time sandwich. That's my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so you be notified when I post another video. In my next video, I am going to be talking about the 5 things that blindsided me once I got into marriage, but I have come to an understanding, and I feel like it'd be really, really helpful, especially for us millennial couples. Listen, it's not easy. It's not our parents' marriages necessarily. We have to like reshape what our relationship dynamic is to make us happy and comfortable and all of that. So I will be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about toxic traits in the upcoming video and situationships in 2022. So go ahead and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I drop a video. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.